Can you make a video on how you do Bible studies? Well, I'm not sure if you're talking about individually for myself or for groups, but yeah, sure. I mean, it's essentially the same for me. Here's my Bible, and you can see it comes in its typical 2-column format, but it has this middle section right here. This is where the majority of your good Bible study can actually come from. So let's go ahead and look at one passage so you know how it works. Let's go to Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. Great passage. Now, if we go to this middle section, verse 28, it has some other verse references with little letters in there. Those little letters correspond with different words or parts of the passage. So the letter H is next to for good. So if we go to H under verse 28, it says that Ezra 8:22 corresponds with this. So we'll go to the book of Ezra. We'll find chapter 8, verse 22. For I was ashamed to ask the king for a band of soldiers and horsemen to protect us against the enemy on our way, since we had told the king, the hand of our God is for good on all who seek him, and the power of his wrath is against all who forsake him. So you can see the hand of our God is good on all who seek him is how it references to Romans 8:28. Now, what about the footnotes down below? Well, those, instead of letters, we have referenced numbers. So back to Romans 8:28, we have a little 2 after the word good. So what is that saying? Well, let's look at footnote number 2. Some manuscripts, God works all things together for good, or God works in all things for the good. So it's telling us that there is a little bit of a discrepancy between the manuscripts, how the words were ordered, or sometimes it is a phonetical spelling difference, or even just a verb difference, but it doesn't change the overall meaning of the passage. Now, if you want to get even deeper, you can. I mean, you can get really deep. There's a lot of tools out there, including things like lexicons and commentaries and interlinear Bibles. You can do word studies. There's so much you can do, and the commentaries are very helpful. If all you do is just reference the Bible with itself, like I just showed you, you are going to end up with such a deeper knowledge compared to what you have now that you'll be astounded about how easy it is to teach people about the Bible. Not saying you shouldn't take it seriously. You absolutely should take teaching the Bible very seriously. But when God is teaching you directly from his word, there's no better teacher. That's what I'm saying. So whether you are doing this just for yourself or you're doing it for the group, it's the same process. It's just that when you do it with a group, you do it first, and then you guide them through what you did and what you discovered.